For 20 years, Arthur and Elena were the definition of a perfect couple in the small, quiet town of Oakhaven. Arthur was a successful architect, a man of structure and precision. Elena was the heart of their home, a woman who radiated grace and kindness. Their life was a beautiful golden painting. Everyone envied them. People would say, if you want to know what true, everlasting love looks like, just look at Arthur and Elena. But behind the closed doors of their Victorian house, the silence was becoming deafening. Arthur's life had become a stage performance. For the past 2 years, he had been living a secret life in the city, a life of temporary thrills, hidden behind the name of business trips. He had fallen for a younger woman, blinded by the novelty of excitement. Every time he returned home, he would kiss Elena on the forehead, bring her expensive flowers, and tell her he loved her. The guilt was there, gnawing at his stomach, but he masked it with gifts and empty words. He thought he was clever. He thought he was hidden. But Elena knew. She knew the moment he walked through the door, by the way he avoided her eyes, by the slight shift in the perfume on his coat. One winter night, a storm was howling outside. Arthur returned home, exhausted from his double life. He expected the usual quiet evening. Instead, he found Elena sitting by the fireplace, the room dimly lit, with a single antique envelope resting on her lap. She didn't look angry. She looked hollow. She handed him the letter. It wasn't a confession of her anger, nor a demand for a divorce. It was a letter Arthur had written to her 20 years ago, on their wedding day, promising he would be her protector for eternity. I kept this letter, Elena said softly, her voice steady. I spent 20 years believing in the man who wrote these words. But that man died a long time ago, didn't he, Arthur? She didn't scream. She didn't throw things. She simply walked out of the room, leaving him in a silence so heavy it felt like suffocation. Months later, Elena fell ill. It was sudden and irreversible. In the final weeks, Arthur stayed by her bedside, weeping, begging for forgiveness that never came. He spent his days in total agony, realizing that he hadn't just betrayed his wife, he had betrayed the only soul who truly saw him. After she passed away, Arthur began to pack her belongings, a task that felt like digging his own grave. He found her diary in the bottom drawer of her vanity. With trembling hands, he opened it. He expected to read pages of hatred and resentment. Instead, he found prayers. Every single date of his business trips was marked. On those days, Elena hadn't written about her loneliness. She had written, "Arthur is away tonight. I pray he finds what he is looking for. Even if it's not me, I pray he stays safe."